Good morning everyone. So in this video we are going to discuss about diode, thyristor as well as triode. So these are all the things we are going to discuss over in this video. So first we are going to discuss about genodiodes. Okay, in the genodiode it's going to for transfer the flow of current from the anode to the cathode over here. So after some time it may be transfer the flow of current from cathode to anode also. So when it will be reaches the zener voltage, it transfers the current from cathode to anode over there. Okay, so here in this one the genodiode have the highly doped PN junctions over there. So and normal diodes will also break down with the reverse voltage, but the voltage and the sharpness of the knee are not well defined as for a zener diode. Okay, so normally normal diodes it is not assigned the operate in the breakdown region, but zener diode is reliable to operate in the particular breakdown region over there. So this is about the zener diode. Okay, so then comes into the uh, light emitting diode. So this is the two lead junction diode. So it is also PN junction diode. So here where which light is which emits the light when activated. Okay, so in this one it consists of like epoxy lens as well as the wire bend, reflective cavity, semiconductor die, and anvil post lead frame. Okay, and flat spot. So here it is also called it as a two lead semiconductor light source, as well as this is the PN junction diode which emits the light source when it activated. So when suitable voltage is applied on the LEDs, electrons are able to recombine with the electron holes within the device, releasing energy in the form of photons over here. So this effect is called as electroluminescence, and the color of the light is determined by the energy bond gap of the semiconductor. Okay, this is about the light emitting diode. Then comes into the photodiode. When LED emit light, photodiodes are sensitive to received light, so they are constructed to their PN junction can be exposed to the outside through a clear window or lens over here. Next we are going to discuss about the application of the diode. So so in the diode rectifier, this type of diode converts the alternating current in the unidirectional current, and typically seen in the power supplies over there. So then clippers. So in the clippers, electronic circuit that have ability to clip off portions of the input signal without distorting the remaining part of the alternating waveform. So other names of the limiters, amplitude selectors, and slicers, and clampers in the circuit that shift the waveform of the input signal either all above or below the reference voltage, add or restore the DC level to an electrical signal is known as DC restore. So these are all the things is application of the diode. Then comes into the thyristor. The thyristor is the silicon controlled rectifier. It can be regarded as the diode which has great controlling and conditions under the which the diode can be switched on. So here the thyristor characteristic with the gate current is 0. The thyristor passes the negligible current when reverse biased. When forward biased, the current is also negligible until the forward breakdown voltage exceeded. Okay, so when this occurs, the voltage across the diode falls into the low level about 1 to 2 volt, and the current then only the limited by the external resistance in a circuit. So in this one, the example is the forward breakdown is at 300 volt, then the this voltage is reached, the thyristor switches on the voltage across drops 1 or 2 volt from here. So if the thyristor is in series with a resistance of say 2 ohm, then the before breakdown the capability of a thyristor is high and thus widely for switching high power applications. Okay, so this is also called as silicon control rectifier. Okay, so this regarded diode which has get controlling the condition under which can be switched on. There are 3 states of thyristor. One is the reverse blocking mode, another one is a forward blocking mode, the third one is the forward conducting mode. So in the reverse blocking mode, the operation, the diode will block the voltage which is applied. So in the forward blocking mode, voltage applied in a direction makes diode to conduct, but conduction will not happen here because of the thyristor not triggered. Then the forward conduction mode, the thyristor has a triggered and the current will flow through the device until the forward current reaches below the threshold value which is known as holding current. Okay. So there are 2 types of thyristor switching circuit are, one is the DC thyristor circuit, another one is the AC thyristor circuit. Okay. So in the thyristor circuit layer diagram, so here anode and cathode is there. So PN junction, there are 3 PN junctions are provided over here. So in the thyristor layer diagram, it consists of PN junctions, namely J1, J2 and J3. So if the anode is at positive potential with respect to the cathode, the gate terminal is not triggered at with any voltage. So when then J1 and J3 under forward bias condition, while J2 will be under the reverse bias condition. J1, J2 is the forward and J2 will be in the reverse direction. So the J2 junction will be the off state if the increase of the voltage across anode cathode beyond the breakdown voltage. Then thyristor will be in on state if Vg is applied gate terminal. Then breakdown occurs the junction J2 which will be low value of VAK. The thyristor can switch to on state by selecting the proper value of Vg. So under avalanche of breakdown condition, the thyristor will conduct the continuously without taking consideration of gate until and unless the potential VAK is removed, holding the current is greater than the current flowing through the device. The VG voltage pulse which is output voltage VJT is the actual relaxation oscillator. So these are all about the steps involved in the thyristor layer diagram. So applications of the thyristor is the ETO device used in the fault current limited solid state circuit breaker because of its high capability current interruption, fast switching speed, compact structure and low conduction loss. Then comes into the triacs. So here the triaxis is similar to the thyristor and is equivalent to the pair of the thyristor connected in the reverse parallel on the same chip. So the triac can be turned on the either forward or reverse directions. So this is about the triac. So the triode for alternating current is called as triac over here. The triac diagram they are showing over here, A1, A2 and G. So in the triac can conduct current either direction, formally called bidirectional triac, triode thyristor closely related to the SCR. So the next we are going to discuss about the difference between the triac and the thyristor, silicon controlled rectifier. So that is thyristor. So the thyristor is unidirectional devices, but the triac is in the both the direction. Okay, it conducts both the directions. So in the thyristor, the terminals are called anode, cathode. Here in the triac, the terminals are called MT1 and MT2 with the gate. So in the thyristor, the gate current only one direction turn on silicon control rectifier. So here both the direction of the current triac contacts. So the symbol of SCR is like this, and symbol of triac is in this one. So MT2, MT1. So here only they are anode and cathode. So here the terminals they are going to mark MT2 and MT1. So the characteristics are lying first quadrant only in the thyristor. In the triac, it lies in the first and third quadrant. So in the thyristor only one mode is possible. In the triac, the four different modes are possible over there. So in the thyristor the reliability are more, but triac the reliability compared to thyristor it will be less. So in the thyristor, it will be available in the large ratings. So it is not, but in the triac it is not available in the large ratings. So in the comes into the SCR, unjunction transistor is used for triggering. For triggering purpose, unjunction transistor used. So here triggering purpose, diac is used. The applications of the thyristor is the control protection of the power supplies. So here triac, phase control, light dimmer and motor control can be used. So this is about the difference between thyristor and triac. So thank you.